Hey fellow basement dwellers, welcome to another Minnesota Twins franchise here on MLB The Show 17. Today we got a 4-game series from Camden Yards against the Baltimore Orioles. Coming off a 3-game sweep in Chicago over the White Sox, we'll see if we can keep our winning ways going. Quick look at the standings coming into this one. The Blue Jays and the Red Sox all tied up in the AL East. Tigers a half-a-game lead over the Indians. The Royals are 1 back, and we are in 4th place in the Central. Out in the West, the Astros a 3-game lead over the Mariners and Angels. In the NL East, the Nats 7-game lead over the Marlins. The Cubs 6.5 over the Pirates in the NL Central. And out in the West, the Los Angeles Dodgers with an 8-game lead over the San Francisco Giants. On to game number 71 here at Camden Yards, the Orioles and the Twins. Kevin Gausman takes his 4-6 record, a 3.22 ERA, a 1.16 whip. He's got 63 strikeouts to 16 walks, and he will face Phil Hughes for us. Phil Hughes, disappointingly, is 4-8, a 4.71 ERA. He's making start number 15. 98 hits in 86 innings, and 9 walks to 77 strikeouts. In the first inning, Zach Cozart batting .296 against righties. With a runner on first, and Cozart lines it down the third base line just inside the third base bag. It's a fair ball into the corner. Danny Santana chases it down. Runner coming around third and heading to the plate, and he will score easily. An RBI double for Zach Cozart, and the O's are up 1-0 at the end of the first. We go to the third now. Brian Dozier steps in. He's batting .234 with 15 home runs and 42 driven in. He has been on fire lately. And he drives this one deep to center field. Adam Jones is going back, looking up, and that one is gone. A home run to dead center field. Brian Dozier with his 16th of the season. This one goes 421 feet, and that ties the game up at 1 halfway through the third. Bottom of the fourth now. Preston Tucker steps in. He came over from the Houston Astros as part of a trade that sent Dexter Fowler to Houston, and Preston Tucker drives this one deep into right field. That one's gone. Another solo home run. That's Tucker's 7th of the season. He came over with Evan Gattis for Dexter Fowler a little bit earlier. Tucker with the home run, and the Orioles take a 2-1 lead. Twins have a 5-game winning streak going coming into this one. We go to the 5th inning. Brian Dozier again on a 2-2 count, and Dozier rips it into left field. That one's going to bounce all the way to the wall. Dozier's heading around first, and he's going to slide in safely with a double. For Dozier, next batter is Joe Mauer. With 1 out, Dozier on second. Mauer drives this one deep to right field. That one's in the gap. That one has a chance to be out, and it's going to sneak over the fence just barely. Joe Mauer, a 2-run home run, number 7 on the year. And that puts the Twins out in front 3-2 halfway through the game. Here's Hyun-Soo Kim. He's batting .224 on the year. With a runner on first and nobody out, Kim line drive to Dozier, and they're going to double him up on the hit and run. So, an unconventional twin killing there as Kim lines into the double play. At the end of 5, it's still 3-2 Minnesota. 7th inning. Mark Trumbo at the plate now, looking to tie it up with one swing of the bat. A 1-2 count. Here's a pitch from Hughes, and Trumbo swings over the top of the 12-6 curve. And Hughes with a very good appearance here. He's gone 7 innings, given up 2 hits, and he will get the win in this one. Kevin Gausman with the loss. The Twins have a 4-0 series lead on the Orioles in the 7 games that they'll play this season. The Twins have guaranteed a victory in the series with a 3-2 win. The Twins improved to 32-39. The O's fall to 30-40. All right, guys, we're going to get into a little GM meeting early in this one. Last episode, we talked about the catchers. Today, we are going to look into the first baseman that we have in our organization. Obviously, Joe Mauer starts things off. His durability is fantastic. His fielding and reaction, all that is pretty good. Definitely a clutch hitter, a great contact hitter, doesn't have a lot of power. The big thing with Joe Mauer is this. His $23 million a year contract, and it's got 2 years left after this one. I don't know if we want to keep a hold of that. We'll see how it goes. Kenny Vargas is the backup first baseman right now. He is doing a very good job in the place of Miguel Sano at the DH spot. He is in the first year of a $600,000 contract. He is under contract next year. Down at AAA, Byung-ho Park. He played a lot in the majors last year for us, did pretty good with his power, but did not hit for average. And he is on a $592,000 contract that spans about 4 years. Reynaldo Rodriguez, his potential is a D. He is age 30 from Colombia. He's at the AAA level, really probably a career minor leaguer at this point. And now down at the AA level, DJ Hicks. His potential is a D. He's a 27-year-old from Florida. He's got decent durability, pretty good plate discipline, but no outstanding numbers across the board. And he is just on a year-to-year renewable contract. Lewin Diaz is at the AA level. His potential is a B. He's at 58 right now. He has great arm strength for a first baseman and pretty average numbers, but expect him to improve a lot as he's only 20 years old out of the Dominican Republic. All right, those are our first basemen. Now we're going to look at a few guys in other teams' organizations. Kevin Rice, his potential is a B. He's got good durability, great reaction speed, which I like because the first base position can be a hot corner for left-handed batters, and good contact against lefties. So he's a possibility. Todd Hidalgo in the Milwaukee Brewers organization. Really good durability, also good reaction speed. He's a very good clutch hitter and good contact. I really like Todd Hidalgo. He's 22 years old from Illinois. Kyle Jensen, playing with the Reno Aces right now. Very good batter against right-handed pitching, not so good against left. He's got decent durability. He's a 29-year-old from California. He might be a little closer to the majors right now than some of the other guys that we're looking at here. Chris Shaw is a 60 overall. His potential is a C. He doesn't have really great reactions. I'm a little concerned about that. His durability is good and really average numbers across the board batting-wise, but somebody that could be a project. All right, that's the first baseman in our organization. Next episode, we'll do the second baseman. As here we get into game number 72 against the O's. Chris Tillman, 4-5 with a 3.24 ERA. 74 strikeouts to 34 walks, and he'll face Tyler Chatwood. Chatwood, a 5.74 ERA. It has come down steadily since being recalled from AAA Rochester when Kyle Gibson was hurt. He's got 29 strikeouts and 10 walks. Evan Gattis steps in, and I believe this was the fourth inning. Yeah, fourth inning with 2 outs and a runner on second. The delivery from Chatwood, and Gattis grounds it back up the middle. Runners coming around third. Here's the throw from Buxton to the plate, and it is not in time. The Orioles get on the board first, 24th RBI of the year for Evan Gattis. On to the fifth inning. Danny Santana steps in. He's batting .222 on the year. His average has come up a little bit since the first part of the season, and he's going to line this one softly into left field, and the runner coming around third to score will tie up the game at 1 apiece as we go to the bottom of the fifth. On to the sixth inning now. Fernando Abad comes in to replace Tyler Chatwood. He's got a great 1.86 ERA in 19 1/3 innings. Pretty much used as a specialist for the most part against lefties. And this time, Preston Tucker is going to line it over the third baseman's head and into the corner. Danny Santana runs it down. 1 run scores. And we're going to have runners at second and third. A RBI double for Preston Tucker. And the Twins will bring in Justin Miller now. A 3.55 ERA, and he's on to face Evan Gattis. Orioles lead 2-1 in the sixth. The full count with 1 out. Runners on second and third. Gattis ground ball to short. Nunez on to first. The throw is high, but Maurer gets it and gets down on the bag to record the out. However, a run does come in to score. 3-1 O's. Runner still on third with 2 outs, and Trumbo grounds it to the right side past Joe Mauer into right field, and that runner from third will come in to score, giving the Orioles a 4-1 lead at this point at the end of the sixth inning. Seventh inning now. Manny Machado steps in. He's batting .287 on the year. With a runner on first and 2 outs, Machado drives it deep to right field. That one's heading towards the wall. Nicely played out there in right by, I think that was Emilio Bonifacio. Thrown to second, and the runner is coming to the plate.
He beat it. Safe.
The Twins thought they could get the relay at second base, Machado gets in safely, and the run scores. Sean Marshall comes in now, the lefty, who has been demoted in the bullpen. Gives up a base hit to the right side. Runner is coming around third and heading to the plate, and the throw will be cut off there. Chris Davis with his 36th RBI of the season, and the Orioles go on to win the second game of this 4-game series 6-1 over the Twins. They improved to 31-40, get their first win over Minnesota this season. Chris Tillman gets the win. Tyler Chatwood with the loss. Manny Machado 1 for 3 with a double and an RBI. Preston Tucker with an RBI. And Chris Davis was 2 for 3 with an RBI. All right, guys, Eddie Rosario has been activated from the 10-day disabled list, and he is back on the Major League roster. And Justin Miller has been optioned to AAA Rochester at this point. We decided to go with one less pitcher because we have a few days off in the next 2 or 3 weeks, and then the All-Star break, so our pitching staff isn't in dire need of a 13th pitcher. So we're going with 12 pitchers and 13 position players. Game number 73, Giovanni Gallardo, 4-5 with a 3.89 ERA. In 88 innings, he's given up exactly 88 hits. Alex Meyer will oppose him. He's got 89 strikeouts and 16 walks and a 3.62 ERA, however, a 2-5 record. Brian Dozier steps in. In the first inning with the bases loaded and nobody out, Gallardo really struggled walking a couple of guys and giving up a hit to get to this point. And Dozier jumps all over a high fastball, lining it deep to left field, and that one, a line drive home run, a grand slam for Brian Dozier. It's his 17th of the year. His second grand slam in like the last week or so. John Ryan Murphy now with a runner on third, same inning, still the top of the first. And Murphy is going to loop one into right field for a base hit, scoring the run from third. And the Twins jump all over Giovanni Gallardo, and they're up 5-0 midway through inning number 1. Second inning, Mark Trumbo steps to the plate. He's batting .371 against lefties, but .224 against righties as he faces Alex Meyer. He turns this one around, sending a towering fly ball out to left. Buxton gets to the wall and just has to watch it sail into the seats. A solo shot for Mark Trumbo, the former Salt Lake Bee. 11th home run of the season for Trumbo. And it's 5-1. Twins with the lead at the end of 2. We go to the third. Kenny Vargas up. He's 1 for 1 on the day with a double. His average is at .287. He's having a very fine year after being called up from AAA to take the place of Miguel Sano, who has lost for the season. And Kenny Vargas into the gap in left center with his 5th home run of the year. Another line drive home run off of Giovanni Gallardo. Twins lead 6-1. Manny Machado now with a runner on third and 1 out in the bottom of the third inning. And Machado, line drive into right, catch is made by Max Kepler, runner tagging. Kepler hesitates a little bit on the throw, and it's going to be not in time. The O's score another run. At the end of 3, it's 6-2. Fourth inning now. Asher Tolliver is in. A 5.14 ERA. Only 7 innings on the year. He's in a little bit of a mop-up role here. And he will face Brian Dozier. Tolliver's first pitch, and Dozier hits it high into left field. Left center. Adam Jones is looking up. He's just watching this one go into the bullpen. Brian Dozier with another home run. This one is a 2-run home run. He's got 6 RBIs in this game. A grand slam and a 2-run blast. It's 8-2 Twins in the middle of 4. Evan Gattis now in the bottom of the 4th. He's batting .252 on the year. Nobody on base with 1 out, and Gattis is going to crush this one into left. That one's reaching the seats. Take a good look at that one. You won't see it for long. 9th home run of the season for Evan Gattis, who came over in that same trade with Preston Tucker. Runner on second now with Kim at the plate. Kim lines it into left field. That's a base hit. Runner's going to come around third and head to the plate. He will score easily. And Kim is in with an RBI double. And that makes the score, I believe, 8-4. The Twins go on to win this one 10-4 as they get a couple more runs. Giovanni Gallardo with the loss. Alex Meyer picks up his 3rd victory. John Ryan Murphy, 4 for 5 with a double. Kenny Vargas, 3 for 4 with a home run and an RBI. And Dozier, of course, with 2 home runs and 6 RBIs. He was 2 for 5 on the day. Mark Trumbo, 3 for 4 with a home run for the O's. All right, guys, we're going to look at where we stand as a team in a couple of categories. Batting average leaders, we are 26th in baseball with a 246 batting average. Buxton leads us at 280. As far as runs scored, we are 27th in baseball in runs scored. We've scored 245. Dozier has scored 36. Doubles leaders, we are dead last in Major League Baseball in doubles, guys. Dead last in doubles and dead last in triples. Part of the problem is most of our speedy guys are not hitting for average. And some of our slower guys like Maurer and Kenny Vargas and guys like that are hitting for average, but they don't stretch anything into doubles. Home run leaders, we're tied in 11th with 75 home runs. Brian Dozier leads us with 18. Irvin Santana leads a pitching staff that is ranked 16th in ERA with a 3.67 ERA. In runs allowed, we are 14th with a 275 runs scored on us. Irvin Santana leading the way in that category as well. And we don't allow a ton of home runs as we're tied in 9th for the fewest home runs allowed by a pitching staff with 67. And as far as strikeouts go, we're having a solid year in that category. Our pitchers are ranked 7th in baseball in strikeouts with 586. Alex Meyer leads the way with his 89. Game number 74 against the O's. The 13th inning, all tied up at 4. This is the final game of this 4-game series. An extra inning marathon. And it is ended with this Manny Machado walk-off home run on the first pitch of the bottom of the 13th. So we split this 4-game series with the Orioles, 2 games apiece. We lose the finale 5-4 in extras. We do win the season series, however, 5-2 over Baltimore. Zach Britton gets the win, pitching 3 innings in relief, giving up 3 hits. Trevor May gave up the game-winning home run. He gets tagged with the loss. Manny Machado with 2 home runs in the game and 3 RBIs in a 5-4 victory over the Twins. All right, we're going to end this episode by looking at the standings really quickly. The Blue Jays have moved 2 games in front of the Red Sox. The Indians a game and a half over the Tigers, 2 over the Royals. We are sitting at 10.5 back at 4th place. The AL West, the Angels, half a game over the Astros and Mariners. The Rangers are 2.5 back, and the A's only 3.5 back. That's an intriguing, tight race over there in the AL West. In the NL East, the Nats, a 9-game lead over the Marlins, 13 over the Braves. Phillies and Mets are clear back there. The Cubs, 5.5 over the Cardinals. Pirates, 6.5. Reds, 9 back, and the Brewers way off the pace. The Dodgers, a 7.5-game lead over the Giants, and the Rockies are sitting at 500, 11 games back. All right, guys, next episode we'll be in Tampa at the Trop playing a little indoor baseball against the Tampa Bay Rays for episode 79. Hope you'll join us. Like and subscribe. I'd appreciate it. And I'll continue to try to bring you the best Minnesota Twins franchise that I can bring you here on Mama's Basement Gaming.